Hey, what's up everybody? John here, Delighted Acres Farm, and I am out here with the chickens this morning, and I just want to give you guys an update on how things have been going. Specifically, today's September 1st, and I want to tell you about the month of August. And as you know, the month of August, I took a break from drinking Dr. Pepper and all soda just in general. And so I'm going to give you a little update on that. Yeah, and talk about some other stuff. And anyway, but yes, girls, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to take, this is going to be the second time I've ever done it, but I brought my chair out here and I'm going to sit here. I'm going to open the door up. I'm gonna let the girls free range for a little bit while I talk to you guys, and we'll see how it goes. It should be okay, but like I said, we've only done that one time, and that was for like about 20 minutes. And so since I'm out here and I'm gonna be making a video anyway, we're gonna see how it goes. Let them out, let them run around scratching, and then give them some treats, put them back in here in a little bit. So anyway, I'll let them out real quick. All right, girls. Hey, you wanna come out? You wanna come out? All right, let's go. Here we go. Come on. This is for y'all. We're gonna leave it open for you guys. All right. Well, you got some eggs in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like they got 5 eggs. So, all right, come on, girls. They're not used to it, so they have to make their way out. Well, Mildred's in the back there, and she can't figure out how to make her way out here. So here she comes. Here she comes. Oh, here she comes. Come on out, Mildred. There we go. All right. All right, well, I'm going to let them run around, see what they do, and then while they do their thing, I'm going to talk to y'all. All right, so like I said, the month of August, I made the decision I was going to not drink any Dr. Pepper, not drink any soda at all. No soda pop, no Coke, whatever you say from where you are. I didn't drink it. So how did I do? Well, I did good. I did not drink any of the soda. I didn't drink the Dr. Pepper. I didn't drink the Coke, the soft drink, the cold drink, none of it. I had water and I had tea and I had coffee. And so that's what I had throughout the entire month of August. So it was a success. I did not drink any of the no soda. Sorry. And so that was good. I could have done better with my snacks. I still got too many snacks from the vending machine. Excuse me. I still went through the drive-through and got too much breakfast. And so when I go through the drive-through for breakfast in the mornings, I go to McDonald's. I get the number 7, large coffee, 3 cream, 3 sugar, which is 2 burritos and hash brown and the coffee. And usually that's what it is. But some mornings I will. Some mornings I ate cereal here at the house, and still went through the drive-through and had breakfast. So y'all, I could have still done a ton better on the amount of calories that I had for the month. So not drinking soda all month, there were some benefits to it. I think it did help, at least toward the end of the month, the last week and a half, 2 weeks of the month. I slept better, some better. I have for a long time. I've been waking up every morning, sometime around 3:30, and I'm awake, and so I wind up sitting in the recliner, trying to sleep, trying to rest until my alarm goes off. And but then there's also those times that in the last couple weeks that I actually, it's 4:30, it's 5 o'clock. There's a couple mornings that I was even asleep almost all the way up until my alarm at 6, and so like at 5:50, I'm waking up just before the alarm, which is fantastic because for a long, I couldn't even tell you for how long, years, the majority of my nights, if I get 5 hours of sleep, man, I'm doing really good. 5 hours is exceptional for me, and I've had some nights recently where I've had 6.5, almost 7 hours, and so that's good. And I think part of that is because I've not been drinking soda. Still could have been better with my snacks and my eating. So, I don't know what it's going to look like going forward, but today is September 1st, and I don't plan on drinking any soda today. I don't plan on drinking any going forward. Doesn't mean I'm not going to, but y'all, I don't want it to be one of the things where it's just my water source. Tons of people, that's how it goes. Instead of water, even instead of tea, it's soda pop. And y'all, you should know, diet soda, it's not better for you health wise. It's just a different set of health concerns. So soda pop in general, it's just not good to drink. And I know this, that it's hard for me not to, it's hard for me not to. But for the month of August, not drinking any, I only had 3 times that I can think of during the entire month where I was, where I had a craving to where I almost had some. We had food one time, and it really would have been nice to have a Dr. Pepper. And there were a couple of times when I was like really frustrated, and my initial thought was, I need to go grab a Dr. Pepper because it's gonna make me feel better. You know what, guys? It does not. Those things that you think, oh, that's gonna make me feel better. That's gonna be real good, and it'll soothe me. In the moment, it does, but after just a few minutes, that frustration is still there. The whatever the emotion is, I don't need to be drinking soda pop because I'm emotional. But then I also don't need to be drinking it just because that would be great with food. Because personally, I think Dr. Pepper would go really good with just about any food that I eat. And so I don't want to. If I'm going to drink it, I want it to be a special reason. I want it to be every once in a while if I do it. But I'm considering. I don't know where this is going to go. It's one of those things where I need to figure it out. But I'm considering doing some type of carnivore or keto or a dirty version of either of those. I just don't know. Because sometimes I don't know how practical it would be at this particular time. But I can cut back on the amount of carbs. I can cut back on the amount of sugar and the amount of processed stuff that I eat. And so I think that might be my first steps. And y'all, I know people will say, oh, but you need carbs. No, you really don't. If you look on some websites of even government agencies, or some healthcare stuff, there is 0% that your body, the 0% that your body really needs to have carbs. There is no purpose health wise where you need carbohydrates. Y'all know that? I thought that was pretty interesting when I found that out. And so anyway, I love my carbs though. I love my bread. I love all the stuff. So we'll see how that goes. And today being September 1st and being Labor Day, we're going to have some hot dogs and some brats and burgers later. And we have buns. And so I'm not going to not have them today. But at some point in the near future, I might be going sans carbs. So we'll see. Anyway, so that's my update on that. And so were there any benefits to the scale on not drinking soda? Well, not really. My weight really didn't change one way or the other. I kind of stayed just where I was a month ago. And part of that's because I went ahead and had snacks, and I ate more than I should have, and all the stuff. And so yeah, that's kind of frustrating, but I'm not going to be too down about it because I didn't gain. I just kind of stayed where I was. But this is September. We got October, and then we've got 2 holidays, and y'all, we're getting so close. College football has begun. NFL is about to, and it's just that time of year. We have had, in the last week, we have had much cooler temperatures. We've had rain. We are, like I said, we are in September. Hold on a second. We are now first day of September, and all this green, y'all, we have not had any point this summer where it was completely brown and crunchy. We have had green all through the summer, and now it is coming close to fall, and we still have green. Sometimes it gets brown and crunchy, and then a little green pops up in the fall, but we have had some green at least all the way through spring and summer, and now coming in the fall, I don't see it going away. And so, although we do have another bumper crop of sandburrs, so they're all over the place, y'all. It's frustrating. So, I'm doing something a little different. I got my microphone over here on my hat instead of around my neck, and I got a little breeze coming from this way, so I may switch it here in just a second because I don't want it to mess up how things sound. But the chickens, let's take a look how the chickens are doing. So they are really enjoying themselves, scratching through over here and finding bugs and whatnot. Yeah, so Pearl is over here hanging out somewhere. Let's get a wider shot. There you go. What do you think, girls? What do you think? Hey, Pearl, come over here where we can see you. I don't know if she will, but y'all, I think they are enjoying this. All this ground cover, all of these needles and everything, that has really, whenever they are breaking down, that is real nice. I know whenever they're scratching, I'm looking, and there's little bitty worms, little bitty bugs, and y'all, if you buy chickens or you buy eggs, and if anybody ever says, oh, well, they're vegetarian raised chickens or vegetarian raised eggs, that's a lie. Chickens are not vegetarians. They're not vegans. They're omnivores. Omnivores? Yeah. They eat everything. They eat bugs, worms, rodents. They'll eat small snakes. And they eat feed, and they eat grass, and they eat grasshoppers, and they eat all kinds of stuff. Y'all, chickens are garbage disposals, and so they will eat almost anything. Their diet is not just vegetarian. And it's kind of aggravating whenever people who, let's say, I don't want to say, but there are people that cause problems just because they think chickens should only be fed a vegetarian diet. Well, that doesn't give chickens all the nutrients that they need. They need to be able to have more than just vegetables and scraps, like food scraps, specifically vegetables and fruits and whatnot. They need the protein, not vegetable protein. They need animal protein. They need bug protein. They need all those things, and so that way, you know, if they have that, they have their choice of what they want to eat. And I'll tell you, right over here in their coop. So this is water, that's feed. Anytime we move either one of those buckets, they are sitting on top of cinder blocks, and whenever I move either one of those buckets, there's always bugs. Sometimes, I mean, there's different kinds of bugs, but it's usually like cockroaches and stuff like that, and they hang out there. And if the chickens are around and I move those buckets, boy, they go after them, and they chase them down and they catch them, and that's a snack for them. Sometimes grasshoppers, they'll get caught in here whenever I shut the door, and the chickens, they will chase them down. And like right here, I'll open that hatch, and bugs will get in there. Grasshoppers specifically, like I said, and they're done for. And so chickens definitely not vegetarians. So if you are under that misconception, just know they're not a vegetarian. And if you are advocating for vegetarian chickens, you're foolish. And so I'm 52. I don't care anymore. I'll hurt people's feelings if I have to. Just don't say stupid things whenever you are trying to sound smart, or if you're like being an activist for something. Just don't be stupid. It just frustrates the fire out of me whenever people say things because they want to incite emotion. Stop it. Let animals be what they are, and be done with it. So many people try to change the narrative, and it's all. And listen, I'm not going to get into the entire social media activism for every little things, y'all. What things have been for 6,000 years, we don't get to just change that because we feel different here in the last 20, 30 years. We don't get to change what things have been for 6,000 years just because our feelings are hurt, or because that's not how we want it to be. Grow up. Be an adult. Stop being stupid. Okay, that's it. I'm off my soapbox. That just aggravates me though, y'all. And so, anyway, come here. Nope. All right. That's all right. So, y'all, I'm going to sit out here and watch them for a little bit longer and see how their scratching and everything goes. And I'm probably just gonna turn this around so you can watch them a little bit too. Y'all stop pooping in the egg box. All right, well, let's take a look. See all this disturbed ground right there? They really enjoyed themselves. So a little bit of time we were out here, all that disturbed ground, that is all of their enjoyment of being out free ranging. So like I said earlier, as they scratch through all of this pine needles and stuff, there's a bunch of goodness underneath there. So, and then of course they made their way over here. More goodness, but evidently there was really something good there, because one of them was really digging at it, and then Pearl came over and took over and just decided, hey, that's my spot. So anyway, that's a project I started a while back. I need to finish. I need to get all this cleaned up and hauled out and everything. So one of these days I will get everything taken care of. Thanks for watching this update. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching my videos. I'm kind of excited. I have I put a short up yesterday. And it's got like, man, I think it's like 7,000 views. And I don't know if I've ever had one that's gone that high, but y'all, I had a Oklahoma Highway Patrol came by my house yesterday and needed my help. And so okay, one quick story. Friday, I was heading north, go get some dinner and bring home. And as I was about a quarter mile from an intersection, this little white car went pew, and just flew through the intersection, like 100 miles an hour flew through. And about 5-6 seconds later, Highway Patrol pulled up to the stop sign, made his way through, and continued the pursuit. Well, the highway patrolman is a friend of mine, and I know him from church and stuff. And so I asked him yesterday at church about it, and he said at one point the guy he was chasing was driving 146 miles an hour. And I told him that I saw that particular part of it. And he said, did he even slow down at the stop sign? And I said, he just flew straight through it. And so because I saw that part of the pursuit, he asked if I would fill out a written statement and and just to put in the file of what I personally saw. And so he came by so I could fill that out. And it had nothing to do with any trouble or anything that we're in or anything. It was just information so that they would have it as part of the case. But he said they got a few miles down the road, the guy just pulled over. I think the pursuit probably only took 5, 6, 7 miles total. And he said the guy was going, he said at the highest 146 miles an hour. But at some point the guy just stopped. And I don't know, that's crazy, but he thinks that the guy probably threw some stuff out of the car. You can imagine what he might have thrown out. And so since he didn't have that stuff in the car anymore, he figured he might as well stop. So I don't know all the details of it, but that's ridiculous. Y'all, there ain't no reason to be going that fast. It's stupid to run from the police anyway. And that's all. So that being said, you guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you've watched this far and you're not subscribed, I would hope that you would subscribe. If you like the video, please, hit the like button and all the stuff. You guys, here before too long, I'm going to put out a video talking about, like, we're inching up on 1,000 subs. I think we're like 824 today, and coming up on 1,000, we're going to do a giveaway. But I'm going to, I'll do a specific video just as we're getting closer, and I'll let you guys know what that's going to look like. So you guys have a great rest of your day, whatever day it is you're watching this. I'll see you on the next video.